You know what? I was just looking at my Facebook group and somebody wanted somebody to come and do some videography. And I'm like, hey, I'm a videographer, I could do that. And when somebody else in the group said, how much are you going to pay? They said, oh no, we're not going to pay anything. It's just going to be for free. Or maybe we could trade and I can offer you some movie tickets or something. Not okay. It's just not okay.
This is how we do it.
What is up, everybody? It's Shane here at Waiting to be Seen, and I want to welcome you to today's video. I am doing another Back to Basics video, and it's specifically dealing with pay. If you are a content creator and people are expecting you to video or to do editing or to do photography or to do motion graphics and to do that for free, I want to be the person that encourages you to say that that's not okay. You and I as content creators are worth the value, the monetary value for our skill set. You pay for the experience. It doesn't matter what field it is. As a matter of fact, my wife and I recently had to have an electrician come to our apartment to fix some lights. Firstly, he had to do a call out, and the call out fee was $320, I think it was, for 15 minutes to come and assess and find out what the actual issues were. Then, once he found that out, we went and we bought some light fixtures for him to install. The install of those light fixtures was maybe another 30 minutes all told. And so for about 45 minutes worth of work, let's say an hour, that was then another $200 and something. So if I rounded up, let's say it was $550 all up for 1 hour's work with the electrician. We had to pay that. We were paying for his expertise. And when it comes to video content creating, we are worth the money that we are asking people to pay. You might have an hourly rate, you may have a half-day rate, you may have a full-day rate, and you might be a freelance operator, or you might be somebody that's actually contracted for a feature film or for a television program. There are different levels. We as content creators really should know our value. As an example, I was looking at Warner Brothers. They've released figures earlier this year for weekly rates. If you're working on a Warner Brothers feature film in Australia, they are actually paying what amounts to about $90 per hour. When I have a think about that in terms of freelance operators, that actually works out to be pretty okay. In another area, I was looking at editing, and to the Australian screen editors, they recommend as a bare minimum, as the starting point for editing for, let's say, corporate work, direct to corporate work, they recommend that the minimum for a 10-hour day is $1,279. So $127.90 per hour, if you want to break it down like that. So to say to somebody, hey, can you come and do a shoot, or can you come and do some editing for me for nothing, in both instances is just, it's wrong. We need to be able to say that, and to do so in an assertive manner, not to just be honest and say, listen, I can't do that. I'm actually worth the price point that I have on my services and my skills. And not only that, those prices don't include our equipment. So let's go for a walk. Here at LifeSource, I think I said just the other week that I have finally got to the point where we've upgraded our camera systems. Okay, so this is the Z280. If I was to turn up on site with one of these, with the tripod, with the Atmos Shinobi on top, not even dealing with the cables, not dealing with the S/S card that these record to, just these units alone, that is about $13,000 worth of equipment. Okay, the camera's about 10 grand, tripod's about 2, the Atmos is 500. So we need to be willing to charge for our services, but then if we are expected to use our own equipment, that needs to be added on top as well. If you don't know what you should be asking for when it comes to your equipment, here's my top tip. Go to a camera rental house, have a look online and see what they are actually charging for a day rate. So let's say if I was to go online, I would search for the Z280, see if somebody's hiring this out, find out how much it would cost to hire that for a day, and then you can figure it out from there, whether or not you want to charge the same, or whether you can say to your client, listen, if I was to hire this camera just for a day, this is how much it would cost you. So I'm willing to charge you this amount, a little bit less, but you still need to be willing to charge. As a matter of fact, you should be charging. I didn't want to be just a rant video, and I really, really wanted to rant. what the heck? But my channel, Waiting to Be Seen, is not about that. My business is not about that. I am about helping consumers and I'm about helping content creators. And if you're here watching today, then my encouragement to you is not to be ranty about it. Don't be nasty about it. Be assertive. Say, listen, as a content creator, this is my worth. You need to figure that out for yourself, because in Sydney, for example, the pricing is going to be a little bit different than it is if you're in Melbourne. And the pricing will be a little bit different again if you're in Perth. So you need to also figure out what your market looks like. But it's very much a back to basics thing. We as content creators need to know our value. We need to be able to communicate our value, and we should expect our value. And of course, that's not to say that you can't do a good, great customer service thing and offer a discount for your services, of course. It may work out to be good customer service to say, listen, I will do my shoot and I'll do the editing and I'll give you, let's say, a 30% discount for both of those things because you're going to bundle them with me. People need to value our work and our industry. Just to say, hey, I'll throw in a couple of free movie tickets. You are worth more than a couple of movie tickets and some quote unquote exposure. You need to work hard, you need to work smart, and doing things for free is neither of those things. On that note, I'm all done for today. If you have enjoyed today's video, then give me a thumbs up down below. If you think that content such as this might be of use to you today and into the future, then why not consider subscribing to the channel? Click on the big red subscribe button down below. Click on the notification bell right alongside that, and YouTube, they'll do the rest. They will let you know as soon as my latest content is available week to week. This is Shane for Waiting to Be Seen. Love you, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.
That's gonna leave a mark.
What?